Hey guys, how are we doing on this fine, what is it, Tuesday? I am doing alright. Excuse me, I didn't have the best day at work. Like, it was, like, I got a lot done, but at the same time the metrics that I measured on didn't actually get anything done. But like, I prepared for everything, and then my boss was frustrating me, and company policies was frustrating me, and yeah, sometimes that happens. And then it is what it is. I did I've had a thought, because I do have another YouTube channel. There's no real videos on it, but I do have another channel, and I was considering doing something with that channel, but it involves doing stuff I'm not 100% comfortable with, so I don't know if it's going to happen. I won't mention too much about it now, just in case, but it's not video game related. So, yeah, it's not video game related, basically. And yeah, it might be something I get the courage to do, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Other than that, I have been alright. It took me over an hour to get home tonight, because must have been an accident or something on the motorway, so the rest of the roads were completely blocked up, which was annoying, especially in a car with no aircon and 22-degree weather. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's me. Let me know in the chat, let me know in the comments how your Tuesday is going, and if you don't want to do that, just drop a smiley face in there. Why the hell not? And yeah, let's get our Eternal Strands on, shall we? Okay, so we got privileged information, and we also need to get, is it one more Arc of the Winter Tide? I think it's one more of the Arc of the Winter Tide. Which is nowhere to be found. Okay. Right. So we've got to go. The Archon's Expanse in Dredge's Mire. Sap's Lake in Dredge's Mire. Weaver's Rest in Lower Denevron. Right, so we need to go to Dredge's Mire and Lower Denevron. Right, check. This is supposed to be main quests. Alright. Okay, yeah. Let's go do privileged information. Sap's Lake was the one we needed to go to. Yep. Hopefully this won't take us too long, and then we can go install the resonance modulator. There's a lot of sci-fi terms in what is essentially a fantasy game. I'm gonna do Sap's Lake in Dredge's Mire. That's actually behind us. Okay. So I'm gonna go down here. Thought it might be over here somehow.
This cipher looks familiar. I'll need to get these back to Lane.
Icon expands in Dredge's Matter. That's over here. Up there. Kill everything. Should be the way to Archon's Expanse. Oh, rewrite asshole. Run off, did you? Oh, no, there you are. One day, those ice wolves will realise not to mess with me. Ooh, this thing is pissing me off. Maybe I can expanse. It's actually over here. Let's see if we can do this without actually fighting the glass tail.
Let's see what we've got here. These all seem to be speeches that the Eye delivered. These are dated 40 years ago, but I could still imagine him saying all of these things today.
I think she's trying to imply he's a bit of a boring twat. which is somewhere over here. What's that up there? Thank you. Inoperable pressure vent. Okay, well that one kind of wasn't worth it, was it? But alright, Wingate. There we go. Right. Travel lower than ever. Where did it actually say to go? Weaver's Rest and the Three Sisters. Right, Weaver's Rest is there, Three Sisters is there. Yeah, I suppose Broker's Arch will be fine. Sorry, I keep looking behind me because I'm a little bit paranoid about my daughter waking up. So, if you're wondering why I keep doing that, that's why. Just trying not to fight the ice claw. We have no real reason to. There we go, just die. Eat you. Are we at the Three Sisters yet? No, the Three Sisters are over here. I love the Molten Barrage. Just die, you. Thank you, boys. God, this dude can take some punishment. There we go. Okay. Right, I'm not at the Three Sisters right now. I'm just gonna hide behind my turret so you guys don't mind, do you? Okay, this should be the Three Sisters. All right. Did all that for nothing.
It's a report blaming the Verdant Mines for an explosion near the bay. Supposedly, this explosion was the cause of the cyclical miasma floods. But we know that the floods were caused by a silo. This doesn't add up.
No, it doesn't. Right. Weaver's Rest. That's where we need. Keep going straight. thank you for dying without too much trouble. Yep, we'll leave his rest over here. And use the rest. Yeah, there it is. Seriously, boys? Yeah, hang on. Give me that. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on.
Here's something. Let's see. It seems to be information on Lucia's various projects. There are a lot of redactions here. Seems like someone was trying to hide something.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Okay. Right. Where's the nearest pole? Not this way. I think we just need to follow the trail of destruction. Miss me. I'm taking the slightly long-winded path to get where I need to go. But as long as it works. Oh yeah, I climbed over the top of some buildings, didn't I? That's part of the problem. Right. Back to the way station, consult with Lane. The verdant mines. Okay. The Verdant Minds are a militant group formed after the surge by a group of subversive academics and other hangers-on. Their main goal is to take down the Veil, as they strongly believe that Kenrick Stalenhide's administration was holding back vital information about the surge. Led by an enchantress by the name of Lucia, the goal was to sabotage various complex enchantments, including hijacking or disabling Archons. They achieved this by using Lucia's high rank to steal information from the Enclave's most highly guarded research labs. Their most glorious moment, and also their final moment, was when they attempted to bring down the Veil. Their reliance on faulty intelligence proved their downfall, and the group was wiped out. Lucia excluded by a huge explosion that additionally claimed the lives of dozens of innocent bystanders. It's not clear exactly what caused the explosion, but Lucia's journals from around the time place heavy blame on the Eye. Entries include allegations both that he knew both of the Verdant Mind's plans and that he was aware of enough specifics that he knew they'd fail catastrophically. Below is an illustrative excerpt of one of Lucia's journal entries. I washed my hands of it, but they pressed onwards. He was fully aware of what I'd taught them, of course, what I'd taken from the labs, and so he let it happen. He knew they were going to try to pierce the Veil, and now dozens are dead. He knew Valley, broke bread with them, but when they and the rest of the Verdant Minds went off to die, Kenrick just watched. The Valley character mentioned above seems to have been a member of the diplomatic corps who transitioned into academia after their role was nullified by the cessation of diplomatic activity post-surge. Valley was well known to the Eye, given their position, and several of Lucia's writings referenced them positively. Shortly after the incident, the Eye delivered a series of speeches blaming the Verdant Minds for triggering the cyclical miasma floods, which we now know were caused by Asylum. The excerpt is included below. I speak to you in the aftermath of tragedy. It is now clear to me that the remains of our society have been infiltrated by those who would do us harm. We will root out these dissenter vermin at all levels of administration. Their ideology has claimed too many lives to be allowed to breathe free. Meantime, to ensure peace and prosperity, martial law is in effect across remaining settlements. While ideological cleansing is ongoing, council elections will be suspended out of pressing matters such as the death of a council member. Given the above, it is clear that the downfall of the Verdant Minds was part of a larger political gambit by the Eye to seize additional power. Shock.
So what did we find out? Any big revelations? What's wrong?
This isn't what I expected at all. I think you need to read this yourself.
Well, sure, but... Alright. This is one of Lucia's journals, right?
Yes.
I washed my hands of it, but they pressed onwards. He was fully aware of what I taught them, of course. What I'd taken from the Institute. And so, he let it happen. He knew they were going to try to pierce the Veil, and now dozens are dead. He knew Vile. Broke bread with them. But when they and the rest of the Verdant Minds went off to die, Kenrick just watched.
And now read this. A transcript of one of his speeches delivered around...
So this is the stuff we've just read, so...
We will root out these dissenter vermin at all levels of administration. Their ideology has claimed too many lives to be allowed to breathe free. In the meantime, to ensure peace and prosperity, martial law is in effect across remaining settlements. So he let the explosion happen and used it for his own political gain. Wow. He's a real piece of work.
Unjust.
He didn't exactly engineer this, but he isn't innocent either. He sat back and allowed the Verdant Minds to try breaking through the Veil. Then they unintentionally triggered a huge explosion, conveniently wiping themselves out in the process.
I mean, it is a
Just
pretty
like
convenient
that,
plan,
the Eye
to
had
be
a
fair.
scapegoat on whom to blame the cyclical miasma floods. He used panic and fear to secure himself a spot as provisional leader. But everyone eventually forgot that provisional bit. I genuinely didn't expect this at all. I thought I'd find out that he'd just been mildly conniving all his life, not this.
So, what do we do about this then?
We need to confront him. He may be the Enclave's leader, but we can still take him to task on what he's covered up.
Wait, what? You really think that'll work?
Yes. I'll present him with our evidence, and he'll have to give us an
I
explanation.
think he's more likely to
I'm
set
open
bad
to
guys on you.
But what makes you think he'll want to speak to us?
I'm confident in my powers of persuasion. I may be young, but a lifetime spent orbiting the seats of power in Judea, well, let's just say that I know how to appeal to a politician's better judgment.
Well, I trust your judgment.
Excellent. I'll finish writing this dossier, and I'll meet you in Cassidon's Hold. Have faith.
It's not you who I'm lacking faith in. Trust me. Anyway, I'll see you at the Hold.
I won't be long.
This is not going to go well. Let's have a quick word with Casmin.
The Hearthsiders look more traumatized than a beast of burden after a hurricane.
What? Why would you say that?
I would think someone who grew up in the wake of war would recognize the signs. Disorganized and unable to triage their own problems. They're overwhelmed. Suspicious of us despite our clear good intentions, suggesting paranoia. And while their leader is in deep denial of the very real crisis the Enclave is in, the others accept it. They've been stewing in turmoil for so long, it's become their new normal. And it's probably more comfortable for them than the prospect of change.
I can see your point.
Right. They do remind me of some veterans back in Carnhaven.
Saw it 1,000 times over while working in Judea. Aurea may not want to hear it, but these people are completely lost in their crisis.
What makes you say that?
Aurea has a case of hero worship when it comes to the Enclave. She can be blinded by it sometimes.
Huh.
It's not to say great things didn't happen here, but at the end of the day, the Hearthsiders aren't gods. They're fallible. Just like us.
Fair.
Hey, how you feeling?
I'm okay. I don't feel amazing. In fact, I feel pretty fragile, to be honest. But sleeping helped. Actually, everything you did helped. I don't want to pretend I'm feeling on top of the world right now, or like all my problems are solved. They're not. I know I've got a long road ahead of me, but finally saying out loud all the madness in my mind. And not being
Talking
shunned or
is good.
rejected for it.
Talking is definitely good.
These awful visions lost some of their power over me.
Sounds like you should keep sharing with us then. So we can have every opportunity to accept you as you are.
Yeah. Why did you do all that for me?
I care about her a lot. Tell her how much.
You mean a lot to me, Casmin.
I do?
Yes, of course.
You mean a lot to me too.
I would do everything I just did and more for you 1,000 times over.
I'm not sure I'm deserving of all that.
You are, Casmin.
Would you mind reminding me of that sometimes?
Every day, if you'd like.
Oh, those two are definitely hooking up at some point.
Kaz, unlike the other Hearthsiders, he's been welcoming.
Alright, let's talk.
Drinks are how I shuttered my beak. Flame up front, tail out back. Stay to its side and you'll have an easier time.
Okay, that was not useful. No more talking to Arya. Guess it is hold, I guess. Alright. Let's see how much of a dick this guy is gonna be.
Why do I feel as if I'm about to have my time wasted?
Please allow me to present my research. I promise it won't take but a moment. I've compiled a dossier concerning an event that occurred in the Enclave around 35 years ago.
And what event would that be, pray tell?
The attempt to pierce the veil. I can only assume you were familiar with the Verdant Mines.
The name rings a bell, though it's been decades. As you said.
Bollocks.
They
He
were the
knows.
subject of many of your speeches. It's It's interesting that your memory on the subject is hazy.
You'll forgive me for not remembering the exact wording or subject of any of the hundreds of speeches I've delivered throughout my career.
That's not a problem. I can summarize my findings. Firstly, our evidence suggests, with a high level of confidence, that you were aware of the Verdant Mind's plans to pierce the veil. Secondly, in support of that assertion, you gained this knowledge through your close relationship with the enchantress known as Lucia.
I never knew any enchantress by that name.
That's odd.
He's a good lion.
Since you seem to have been a recurring character in her personal journals. Though, truth be told, she didn't seem particularly fond of you in the later entries. So, back to the attempt to pierce the veil. You knew.
I knew that it would go poorly.
You knew.
Of course I did. But what does it matter?
You could have stopped it.
But I didn't. Pray tell, Lawkeeper, what goal did you hold in your mind as you traveled here?
I wanted to learn the truth about the past, to uncover what had been hidden.
Lane Free Selectus. That's who you are, yes?
That's correct. Though, I'm not sure how... never mind. But my research...
House Lectus of Udea. It's no wonder you felt the need to make something of yourself. Well, today will not be that day.
He's such a dick.
I won't waste my breath debating a jumped-up little snot from a house so consumed by cupidity that it can't even keep its hearths lit. Once a failure of a house, always a failure of a house. And it shows in your insipid rag parading as research.
Did you just call me a jumped-up little snot?
No, I didn't. You must have misheard me.
I...
Will that be all from you? I have other matters to attend to.
Ooh, I want to punch this guy in the face. Can't treat one without risk giving the dressing down the centre.
Skies! That is enough. Lane deserves better than this disrespect.
You dare to speak of respect? You, who broke into our home, who undid Asylum, who attempted to destroy decades of societal progress.
I'm trying to help rebuild the Enclave, not destroy it. Self-important jerks like you aren't helping.
I would have used a strict harsher word than jerk, to be fair.
I'm not self-important. I'm a damned hero. You and your lackey will remove yourselves from my presence, or I'll call the guards.
Bryn, thanks, but it's not worth it. I need to go.
Skies above. I was worried this would happen.
Oh, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Oof. So all that really did was confirm that the eye is a massive tool. But we kind of did already know that.
I can't even begin to explain how I feel. This is a disaster.
Did I make it worse?
No. No, not at all. Not for a moment. You were very kind and strong and supportive and courageous. It reminded me of why I left.
Home.
Everything back there was all about your house. Your actions or intent never mattered. And when I tried to forge a different path in life, the knives came out.
It happens often.
I thought I had left it all in my past, but now, here we are.
It's not about me. Extend a hand in sympathy.
I'm really sorry, Lane. It must be hard to be reminded of that. Do you want to talk about it?
I think I need a little while to consider my next move. Maybe a long while. Sorry.
That's all right. I'll be here when you need me.
Thanks, Bryn.
Alright. Alright. You use the resonance modulator at the harness, the luminous in Harkon's Hearth. Archon's Hearth. Ooh, we're missing a hammer in here. That one there. You know what, before we do that, where was it? Incandescent arch. Right. Let's just go there. We'll go try and get that final thing. Right. Straight forward. Okay, so that didn't go quite according to plan. No. Go away. You want to be like go this way. Right, I think we got all of the things there. Yeah. Hello, boys. Good dog. Ah, damn it. Well, then that didn't go according to plan now, did it? There we go. Alright. It's around here somewhere. I'll go with it's up here. Maybe not. Ice armor pretty good. Right, where could it be? It's actually over there somewhere. Where you at? Come here. We're not done. Asshole. Right, okay, so I'm gonna assume up here. Yeah, there we go. Don't. Right. They're dead. Can I actually maybe go get this one? Fragile longfold. Right. Is that done? Back to the other area. Right, where am I going? Yeah, back. Is it through here? Nope. Where the hell was it? No, that's not where I want to go. This way. Also, no. Slightly better. There we go. In here. What we want. Right. Main quest. And the last quest we currently have to do.
Well, that did something. I should go check with the axle that it worked. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Five.
Spindle.
Right. Why can't we get to Cassidy's house from there? Shadow 201, yo. You alright? How's your Tuesday going, my friend? Right. Cassidy's home. Let's turn around and go. Me. Me. Yeah, I get that sometimes. I've had a slightly rubbish day at work today. But other than that, I'm doing alright. Once again, gaming has cheered me up. So, intertwined.
So the curves of the metal suggest... I definitely think an enchanter had a hand in this, as well as someone with intimate knowledge of the loom gates. Those two people could possibly be one person even, though I can't fathom who it would be.
It could be. There are multiple people with multiple talents in the world.
That's for sure.
Well, in this world, I'm sure.
You're back. You've done amazing work with the resonance modulator. I'm certain this will be a turning point for us.
Don't know if it works.
But how do you know it works?
See?
The loom gate started glowing a strange color before you arrived. I took it as a hint that you'd succeeded.
Spoiled the surprise.
I'm sure the Surgeborn will be plenty surprised when they next try to use the loom gates. Suffice to say,
I'm
we're
gonna
thrilled.
say that that is
In a short
the
time,
opposite has
you helped
happened,
to help
and we've
us.
actually just helped
We
them.
were obviously a
I
little
could be wrong.
hesitant to trust newcomers,
Our first impression wasn't the best.
but now we're in a much better situation when it comes to survival.
It was a group effort, emphasize that.
Happy to have helped. Without you two trusting me, I couldn't have achieved half as much.
What you been
So,
up to
thank
today,
you
Shadow?
for letting me
If anything?
I'm glad to have gotten to know both of
Mate,
you.
your daughter and day,
It's
so.
been
Yeah.
My pleasure, Bryn. Likewise.
So,
Have
let's
you not been
recap
up to
the
much, and
record.
that's why it's me?
1. We've stopped Surgeborn from navigating the Loomgate network by using the resonance modulator. 2. We've made huge leaps forward in regaining control over the arcs. 3. We've armed and supplied the scouts.
It certainly doesn't cast our last decade of work in a forgiving light, does it?
Listen, you've been surviving this crisis for a long time the only way you knew how.
Through
But now you have
bureaucracy.
the path to move forward. Your people can choose to follow it or dwell on past mistakes. Are we ready to face this threat head on together?
Yes. You're right. Of course you are. We're at the point, resource-wise, where we can start making moves.
Yeah, but your leader's a dick. So...
I don't really want to speak to my father right now. But I agree that it's time we put pressure on him to do something. Anything. Regardless of what he does. You've earned our support, Bryn. But first,
Thank you
I'd
all.
actually like to steal Hirun for a while, if you don't mind. I have some notes to go over with her.
By all means, have fun.
It's entirely possible these two are screwing us over.
I suppose I'll just get right to it. Why do you treat me differently? What do you mean? Everyone else gets the stern you, the you who's in charge, the Axel. But I get the friendly face, the compliance, this you who I don't understand. Is it because of my dad? Because everyone answers to him?
I can understand why she would think that.
Trying to get close to him through me? I can't handle it, Hirun. I need to know that I'm not just being manipulated by everyone around me.
This was a thing that, like, someone, I saw a Reddit post, and like, people who worked with billionaires, what was it like? And one of the replies were, like, they don't actually have friends because they're just paranoid. Everything that everyone who comes into life is just there for the money and nothing else.
Guys, I shouldn't. None of this is. If we could find somewhere else beyond the gaze of the hold. Hirun. Stop. Take my hand. And we'll go. I have a place in mind. I didn't see it before, but I think I would like to tell you of the ways in which you are important to me, too.
I have questions about how a relationship between a bird lady and a human lady would work. I would have even more questions if one of them was male, but at least there's plenty of love going around in this game, you know? Return to base camp to plan the next steps. Indeed I will.
What's going on?
Arik, why don't you fill her in?
Our plan worked. The Eye is mobilizing the scouts for a large-scale attack on the Surgeborn.
I take it the Axel and the Spindle put him up to this?
Yes. Not that Khan Stanold is admitting that.
Chalk.
He claims that with the supply shortage taken care of and the Ark restoration underway, now is the time to strike.
And Bryn is receiving due credit for all her work, I'm sure.
No.
So what's his plan?
The scouts will stage a distraction in the underworks, while the Eye and the Spindle do something to the Grand Gate. That's all I know. The Eye wants everyone to convene at Cassidon's Hold for a speech to learn more.
He wants us there.
Khan Stanold loves an audience. Doesn't matter who's in it.
I thought you'd be happier about all this.
I have reservations about the Eye launching a plan using my scouts without consulting me.
The reality
I would be
is,
pissed off about that as well.
the leader of the Enclave has the power and influence we need to take a stand against the Surgeborn, regardless of how likable the man holding the title may be.
Power and influence.
I love how it's just the universal constant between all the characters is that guy's a dick. There's nothing we can't handle. We showed them we've got this.
We faced down Surgeborn and monsters, repaired lost innovations, and even won over the grumpiest of guild leaders. We're ready for anything, no matter what happens.
It can't hurt to hear his big speech before jumping to conclusions.
I'm here to escort you. Talk to me when you're ready.
I will, but first, upgrades. Upgrade station. Upgrade. It's like, it's moments like this that show you that this is what's the best way to put this? A small indie game. Because like that doesn't look like there was a meaningful upgrade to the caravan there. Nothing seemed to change. So and like same here, nothing seemed to have changed there. Although I might just not be paying attention. So if the developers want to come in the chat and correct me, I'm all ears. I would love to know if I'm just not realizing it. But you see, yeah, I must be wrong because Lane definitely didn't have the tent before. So it must have changed something and he just wasn't paying attention. So ignore everything I've just said. Take that back. Trade supplies. Casman was brought to trading with the high side. In return for salvage supplies, they'll provide specific resources on demand. Any resource that can be acquired, that's been discovered can be acquired, but beware the salvage prices are steep. Yeah. Doesn't seem that steep, to be fair. Let's do yeah. Let's do this. Everything green. You know what? If the max level has been reached for all the things, getting lots of Nevis weave was really good, wasn't it? Refined for it. Right. That'll do. see about some. What have we got here? We've got the other fractal great helms. This is the heavy armor, isn't it? Looks cool though. Bonus cold resistance. You know what? I don't think we will do that.
Sword and ball. Take them out from a distance, and they'll never know you were there. Sharper than you think.
Elder Husk.
It's going to look great. Kept it light for agility.
Kept it light for agility.
Form and function.
Okay. Can't upgrade that because I'm going to out the husks. That's fine.
I think you and I are the only ones here who can swing one of these.
Oh no.
Itself.
Ruby cores. I'm down one ruby core.
You don't mind me hanging out here, do you?
Not at all.
Let's see. Tread splice. Ruby core. Works nicely. Red equipment. What couldn't we upgrade? That.
Going to need more feathers.
Die. With the help of the lens and advanced alchemy, Solon can now modify the appearance of materials using craft the designs of the smithy. This change is purely cosmetic, does not change the resources used or the statistics of them. Changing the colour gear doesn't use any resources. Experiment with any combination for a truly personal look. Materials may be reset to the original appearance in the Reforge menu. Okay. Eh? Let's go all red. Die. Do. Oh, I quite like the red with white thing, but let's stick with that and Stenic. Okay, die. Cloth. That's I can't even see what that's changing, but we'll make it refined serenite anyway. Yo, I want something red. Here we go, Spitfire thread. Yeah, that looks kind of badass. We'll leave the weapons how they are. Oh, no, we need to talk to Erikim. Not just go to Cassidy's hold. A sudden gambit. I don't think this is going to go well. After confirming that you're ready with Erikim, a series of events will play out. Be sure you're well prepared and consider a manual save before departing. Still no.
Need more time.
I'm here when you're ready. Don't take too long.
Okay, consider a manual save.
Ready to head to Cassidy's hold?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
Great. Hey, while it's just the two of us, I'll be deploying to the Underworks almost immediately after we arrive. Watch Khan Stanold for you, will you? I know Aurea wants you to give him a chance. He can't be trusted.
I'm always ready for anything, Eric.
I know. Let's move.
That's a weird way to say it, I know.
Decades of caution have been rewarded, friends. For this moment, and not one sooner, is the precise time to strike.
Bollocks.
Today, we wrangle our lands free from the Surgeborn's grasp and reclaim our hearth once more, whatever it takes. None of this could be possible without the esteemed prowess of the Spindle. Her work on the Arcs has laid the foundation for my plan. She and I will proceed to the Grand Gate at once. Scouts, you have your orders. It's time. Whatever it takes.
Rin, you need to come with me.
Now?
Yeah, no time to explain. And Aurea, you should get on the scry.
All right. Whatever you need.
Let's go.
This is where we find out
Sev,
what Sev was.
No time to explain, but
What Sev was
wanna
working
give
on.
you a clue as to where we're going?
So, obviously I've been working with the Eye. Well, he had me repair the Grand Gate. It's connected to this place called the Source, and I guess that's where the Surgeborn came from. He's got this plan to go there and solve this problem once and for all.
Right. I heard that part of his speech already. What does this have to do with us sprinting like an Ash Peak Drake is on our heels?
So there's, it's better if I just show you.
That doesn't seem good.
Perfect. As punctual as you are daring.
Sev, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh, don't blame him. He's merely a puppet. Ironic, given I'm the one all tangled up.
See, this is what I was saying the other night. There's no hint of a big bad. Big bad.
Of course. Only language could allow me to prey upon Kenrick's exquisite inadequacies.
You've been talking to the Eye? Manipulating him?
Into a foolhardy and preposterous plan that only an absolute imbecile could think was worth pursuing, yes. I've been down here for years, laying groundwork and learning what I could about your people. All towards a moment when I could convince Kenrick to act. I almost despaired he ever would. And then, along comes you.
Oh, don't be pushing this on us.
Oh yes. Kenrick is threatened by you. Terrified even. In your brief time inside the Veil, you've accomplished so much more than he has in decades. Not that that's saying much.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Still, you are the perfect catalyst for change. We have that in common, as you will discover in time. So now, he's going to open a gate to the heart of the Enclave, convinced he can recover it from us. And the one person I know might be able to stop us is here, talking to me. You're fast, but even you can't run to the rescue now.
You've thought of everything. Except, why tell me all this?
Because you're too late to stop us. And even if you weren't, no one would believe you.
Want a bet?
Sure. Unless they were listening.
Quit taunting it, Bryn. You've got work to do.
I like that. Fuck you. I'm gonna go with a giant sage bomb is gonna come out of this. How did I know?
Tyler, we must retreat.
No! I'm staying to fix this. Do whatever you can to buy me time.
Okay. I don't know if this is like the end of the game.
When is seriously about to fight that thing?
Sage bomb Herald.
Spindle told her to buy time.
Let's hope either doesn't take too long.
Ooh. Let's try.
Can't dodge its strikes. Get your shield up to block.
When is seriously about to fight that thing?
Okay, that was annoying. Oh, this is... I don't know how to fight this thing.
Unlike other Surgeborn, this one isn't fully covered in husk. Flames should be able to burn the exposed patches.
Okay, Alton Barrage it is.
Unlike other Surgeborn, this one isn't fully covered in husk. Flames should be able to burn the exposed patches.
Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to do...
If you can't dodge its strikes, get your shield up to block.
I don't think...
Redirect those projectiles.
What projectiles? Right. I am not hurting this thing, even though I am hitting it with flame engine. Go away, you irritating piece of crap.
The gaseous parts of its body solid to climb on or damage it.
Right, okay. That makes sense. Gaseous parts for you. Yeah, except for some reason it's decided it's not going to let me.
Solid to climb on or damage it.
Yeah, it's all well and good over here, but it wasn't letting me do that. Yeah, you see, it's just not letting me do what she's saying. This is done. Right. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Nothing I'm doing is hurting this bloody thing. I don't understand. How am I supposed to... I don't understand what I need to do. I've hurt it somehow. Just a little bit, but I don't really know how. I've done that. Running out of health really quickly. This thing's projectiles homing in on me. So that is helping. That is hurting it. Stop hitting me with that. Let's just keep doing this.
Can Bryn keep going for much longer?
It's basically just here with the molten barrage, run away until I can hit again with the molten barrage. This is the only thing that I think can actually, I've got that I think can actually damage it. Come on. I really need for that to stop happening. I think it's gonna. This is, I can almost guarantee that this is the slow way to fight this thing. Kim. Almost there indeed. I've barely done anything to this thing, but yeah, you just take your time there, Spindle. It's fine. I should not have started this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And this is doing between 1 and 4 damage every time.
Is the spindle okay?
She can't be. No.
What? What's she doing to the Ark?
Hopefully not what I think she is.
Oh, she's definitely doing that there, Dan. I am damaging it, just really, really slowly. Oh, not what I was hoping to have happen. Come on. Okay, something happening. Survived at a cost. Okay, awakening the Ark. This is going to kill her. Go Ark. Ooh, straight to the face. Didn't that spike it?
Whatever it takes.
Come on, Spindle. You can do it. It was a slightly harsh ending for that arc. See, I told you to kill her. Okay. I'm gonna go with that's the end of the game. And he's gonna be a huge dick about this. Could be wrong about it being the end of the game.
Spirits.
Spirits.
Okay. Weavers have always dealt with problems like this. Well, not just like this, but yeah. We'll figure it out.
Right. I need to save the game and go, so we'll pick it up tomorrow. That may be... Sorry, folks, I actually do need to go. My wife needs to go to bed. So, yeah, that is it from me for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I will be back tomorrow with what I believe is the final part of Eternal Strands and my thoughts on it. And then we'll play some Call of Duty for the rest of tomorrow, depending on how long that takes us. And on Thursday, we'll also play Call of Duty. And then on Sunday, we'll start Mecha Blood Quarry Assault as our next indie game. So, thank you so much. Sweet dreams. I have a fantastic Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.